Hmm. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Hold on. Bloop. Yep, that's right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Tachan, thank you for drawing first blood. I need to. Alright. So here is the plan for today. Let me get my headphones on. So let's see, we finished getting Vinny boy. I don't want to say accidentally because we were planning to getting him, but my attempt to like just reconnaissance, let me just practice opening things and whatnot, ended up being me just doing the thing. I thought allegedly, I say allegedly just because maybe me spamming all the summons on it was kind of rude to the half purple, half orange dude. Hold on, I'm trying to get my angles right. Okay, chair. Okay, maybe chair here. Mic here. Hold on. Chair move. But yeah, we got Vinny boy. He's with us. He's a Turkish delight. So next we're going back to the reactor, I believe. I believe. And so I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what the mountain was called. That is loud for me. One sec. Let me just turn down my... You know, maybe I'm dumb. But bear with me here. Is it a setting? I thought audio input capture and desktop audio could be... Wait, maybe it's this. Hold on, let's try this. I'm on headphones now. There we go. Okay, it was on speakers. Okay, so now I can control. Okay. The audio, what's it called? The monitoring device is my headphones, but I had the actual audio set to my laptop speakers. So that wasn't actually changing the audio. There you go. I didn't want to mess with the audio mixer, because making that audio any lower would actually make the game indiscernible. But yes, it is Mount Nibel. Because it's Nibelheim. As such, according to the Steel Guide, there is some gold armor I can get up here that will finally be an upgrade to whatever I have currently, which is... Silver armlet? I actually don't know what that is. Silver armlet. Finally an upgrade. So... Wait, I should... I'll take it all into consideration. I forgot what stat helps with it, if it's luck or if it's stealth. So luck 21, 22, 22. So Barrett has the lowest luck. My greetings! Greetings all. Wait, that's a new emote, Mai. That second one. The finger guns. Aw, that one's cute. I like that one. How you doing, Mai? Currently, I am making plans to steal from my enemies because that's just how life be. It is always so jarring to look back at OBS and see it square because on my TV it's wide. So seeing everyone have like a slim face on OBS is wild. Let's see, we want... Speed 29, 33, 42. Red might be my best thief? let me recap what everyone has. So this is Blizzard, this is Lightning. Okay, Fire. What do you have? Manipulate, okay. I guess I could get rid of this. This one isn't a big deal. And I'll get the steel materia up here. Guts! My apologies. Real Guts! The only real one out here. How you doing? I see the little Kirby. Hi! My apologies for not having that other Zack command. Now listen, I know exactly which emote you're talking about. And you know what? Don't worry about it. I think life will be okay if I just go a day without seeing that very cursed Zack emote, you know? Just staring into my soul. I think, you know, I'll live. Don't worry, I'll live. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Getting ready for bed. How's it going? That sounds cozy. I am getting ready to steal. Because stealing is a good thing to do. Steal from your enemies. Wait, let me preemptively. Hold on, let me do this. At Real Guts. Oh wait, no, I have to do the command first. Dreams. At Real Guts. There you go. Have donut dreams. Donutty dreams. Yes. Oh, my phone dropped. It almost dropped on my foot. That was a close call. But yeah, dream of donuts. Whether they're like the little pondering, like mochi donuts, the cake donuts, donut holes with sprinkles, glaze, chocolate, jam filled, whatever donuts they may be. Dream of donuts, whenever you get to that dream state. Password, greetings. How is life treating you now that you are dizzy? Here is the Trails in the Sky emote since you asked about the remake in Discord. The bruh. You know, I'm starting to think this streamer, who owns these emotes? Lararia Kitty. I'm starting to think they might have better naming conventions for their emotes. Mine are like bruh, brain, dum Bruhinator. I couldn't think of the cause it kind of like was like it looked like a Terminator, but it was also giving bruh vibes. I can't use my buggy. Thank you, no problem, Real Guts. Donuts are great. Although I think that might be a hamburger that dog is eating, not a donut, but you know. Alas, that's not the point. That's a hamburger, not a donut, but donut nonetheless. Alright, where am I on the map? I think we're trying to cross these mountains, and I'm seeing... There is a spot to the left there. It seems like there's a town there. That one to the right, I think, is the mountains we took to get to Gold Saucer. So I think the goal is to get to that town to the left there. Why does Monday come? What happened to the weekend? You see, Monday comes so that the weekend can shine. And the crowds go wild. Look at me spouting wisdom. Pandora, back me up. Monday comes so that the weekend can shine. Okay, how we doing, Pandora? The origami picture of your mascot makes me think what it'd be like if you fused with origami, making you two lady origami. Now listen, it's funny you say that, Pandora Max. You see, that origami is, in fact, made by Origami Girl. It's not... Here's the thing. Let's, you know, take your hand and pat Hakchan and be like, alright, this is, you know, this is Hakchan stroking her ego and narcissism. But, like, I feel like I've gotten... It was nice to receive a lot of fan crafts, shall we say. There's arts, there's letters, and, you know, handcrafts like the origamis. So I'm like, you know what? To boost my ego, I'm gonna display these on stream so that people can see the talents that beholds Hakchan. the talent that beholds the Lady Hakuto idol. And they say huzzah for Lady Hakuto. I don't know, something like that. For the Bible states. Exactly, Pandora. Amen indeed. For the Bible states. The pastor initiative shall come to fruition. Furthermore, moreover, and thus therefore, thou shalt praise what is good. And I'm telling you right now, smacking the podium, that Lady Hakuto is good, and what is good is good. Amen. 2D33P5 me. You know what, password? Sometimes these hashtags, they go over my head. But that is fine. Because like I said, what is good is good. And what shall be good shall be praised to the end of time. Sorry to ask, was the 60 seconds intentional? Yes, my. It is intentional for this specific point in that this is my punishment, not chat. Okay, no one in chat did anything wrong. The 60-second slow mode cooldown is because Lady Hakuto don't know how to shut up and play a game. I like chatting. So when I first started Final Fantasy VII, like this game specifically, I was not making any progress. Like the very first save point, it took a full like 2.5 hours to get to the very first save point, which is in Sector 7, where Tifa's bar is at. I didn't even get beyond it. Like, I've played Final Fantasy VII Remake. You were there for it, Ma. You saw, so I know what the story is, but I just kept talking and chatting and making funny elevator noises, so I wasn't getting far, and it happened a couple times. Like, I kept telling myself, alright, I will stop chatting. Contrary to popular belief of what I'm doing right now, I will stop chatting. And it just didn't work, so I had to put on slow mode. I think they're cool. It's a nice way to showcase your thanks to the community. Right, see? Admit in a woman. But Pandorum, what about the A children, You say amen in a woman, but what about the A children? Think of the A children! That was dumb. Too deep for me. 5 is part of the meme. Oh, right, because when they say like 5 head or too spoopy for me, they say too spoopy 5. Gotcha! So you two are a streamer of the people and are in that not hashtag, sorry. Exclamation mark rant allegations. See, they're not allegations if they're true. It's just fact. Touchdown, thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. So yeah, Pandorum, there's no allegations here. You should have been here last stream when we were discussing the origins of the gay frogs meme. Now those were some allegations. I think those might have been facts though. But yeah, that was funny. Now keep the children out of it. What? Last time I checked, the Bible states that the children are a blessing. Or something like that. Last time I checked. How dare you keep children out of the blessings of the Bible? Pandorum! Pastor Pando, how could you? Anyways, Anon, hey! I fixed my sleep schedule so I haven't been able to come watch. You know what, Anon? I'm pretty sure that's a good thing. One of my mods, Hawk, I might ruin his sleep schedule. We're gonna try something, alright? I'm gonna try bringing back Saturday streams. I'm gonna go, like, soft with the co-op weekend streams. So something like Baldur's Gate 3 is, like, way too much, like, mind-brain stuff for me, right? So I'm like, okay, let's do something that doesn't require braining. So, of course, Hawk suggested, why don't we do a Nuzlocke Soul Link Pokemon game? And I said, sure. So I might mess up Hawk's sleep schedule, but for any of you wondering, one of my mods, Hawk, hasn't been here because he's also had a healthy sleep schedule. So, Anon, if you were to have a healthy sleep schedule at the behest, at the sacrifice of not being able to see my streams, that is okay. For you see, sleep is a delicious, delectable thing that is blessed upon all walks of life on this planet that we should appreciate. No way. What do you mean? No way. I lurk a lot, but usually driving or at work, we just like to yap while the game is up sometimes to chat. Yeah, I mean, true. Let it be known though, see, I completely own it. Pandorum out here fighting allegations because there's no denial about it. He's like, no, I'm not ranting, I am preaching. Like, the choir pops up behind Pandorum, the podium pops up, and he goes, hear, hear, for listen to my words, for the word is good. Pandorum out here is like, I'm not ranting, I'm preaching. Although that might have been a long ago, sentiment that Pandorum had and might fully own, yeah. Okay, so you now own the ranting, so it's no longer ranting, it's no longer preaching, it's ranting for Pandorum. Okay, I guess Pastor Pando doesn't preach anymore. He rants. I see how it is. Sleep is but a beautiful dream. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Blah, blah, blah. Wait! I have something very important to announce. I'm gonna announce it here because maybe somewhere, somehow on the internet, someone will make it come to fruition. There is an anime that I watched with my mom because I knew she'd like it because it references a lot of older shows that she likes, like Candy Candy, I don't know the English names, Eiso Nerae, it's a tennis one, or Garasu no Kamen is a theater one. So it's the villainess is a bureaucrat, or the bureaucrat is a villainess, I forget which one. It's basically like a dad, like an otaku dad, like there's an otaku family, right? There's a mom, the dad, the daughter, they're all otakus. The ultimate game his daughter was playing, so he sort of does the whole transmigration, and he's the villainous. So think like the, the long vertical drill hair that goes like, oh, ho, ho. That's like a 55-year-old dad now. But it has a lot of old anime references, so it's fun watching it. Let me tell you, when I say there is an insert song that I need on my stream, part of an overlay right now in that show, and let me tell you, the first time in my entire life I've ever heard sinister yodeling. Yodeling, and there's just like this dramatic choir over it, overlaying it, and I'm like, I need this. I need this in my stream now, and I could not find it because the show is too new. But like, we need to have the sinister yodeling part of the Lady Hakuto memorandum. Man, I also sit on a lot of platinum trophies, so I deserve a little time with the chat. Listen! Now, platinum trophies, those are overrated. Ha! No, I'm kidding. I don't want the platinum trophies. The first thing I think of is the stupid Spider-Man Ratchet Ball, or whatever she's called, DLC. Ugh! Oh! Hello, Metal Gear Chrono. Yes, I am indeed alive. Alive, indeed. I tried watching Shiratori Reiko with my girlfriend. She hated the laugh. It is funny. Wait, Pandorum, I got an idea for you. Here's what you do. Pandorum X girlfriend get together on stream. I don't care if you don't care for One Piece. You gotta rank the One Piece laughs. Because if she hates the oh ho ho laugh, she's gonna hate every single One Piece laugh. And I'd like to see which One Piece laugh grinds on her gears more. Because you have, like, see either the shoot, la 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 la, and the zah, and what's another? Dude, your girlfriend would hate Pika's laugh. Pika, 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 la 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 la. Oh, she hates the oh ho ho laugh. She would hate every single One Piece laugh. And I want to know what her hate scale is for all of them. The laugh makes me think of blonde drill hair for some reason. I mean, you are right, Anne, and that is what the character looks like in the show. She has a blonde hair, goes, oh ho ho. Grace-sama. Wait, she is Grace, but yeah. Oh, you picked it up, it's so fun. Yeah, I've been holding off on it because I wanted it to watch it with my mom. Specifically, my mom does not like waiting week to week for shows. So I thought, okay, let's like build up some episode bank. So we're caught up to episode 11. But I knew she'd like it, especially based off of this ending song. Ole, ole, Matsuke-san. My poor ears have mercy. Now listen, real guts. Now listen, don't be angry and crying like that. I am just proving a point that, Pandorum, she might be cool with One Piece. She's not a camera girl, but I'm thinking of some fun get-togethers. Wait, is she like would she be chill, like... So you be on camera, right? But you play the One Piece laughs, and she's off camera, just... I don't know, like just screaming in pain, like, make it stop! You know what? You could get Real Guts on your stream too, because apparently Real Guts also does not like the One Piece laughs. His poor ears. Real Guts out here trying to sleep, and I'm over here doing Pika's laugh, so. It's an idea, just rank the One Piece laughs. How much pain do the One Piece laughs inflict upon an individual? Apparently I'm clairvoyant. Indeed. Clairvoyance. Speaking of get-togethers, I've been meaning to try out, after you recommended it, Panda, I've been meaning to try out, what is it called? More Rivals? More Rivals? Wait, is it 2 words? Marvel Rivals? Or is it More Rivals? It feels weird to say Marvel Rivals. I've been meaning to try it out, but I've been busy. Konbanwa, Killjoy-san, irashai! Konbanwa, konbanwa? Nah, bro, it's konnichiwa for me. Konnichiwa from Lady Hakuto. What insert song are you thinking? Galaxy Express? No, it's the one where, Grace-sama first summons, their thing, and there's like a mini Grace and the mini, Saburo come out. So then the daughter's hand reaches out, and it's like this, again, sinister yodeling. I got way too excited. The one that goes, like, it is, maybe you didn't catch that it was yodeling. It is sinister yodeling. The scene where the hands merge the little dolls to make it into the dragon. So that scene is on YouTube, just the scene, but they chop it up, so it's just like the reaction. So you can't really get the full OST off of that YouTube clip that I found. But it is a great song, and I need it in my life. But also, the show is a little too new, so I'm not surprised that insert songs or OSTs aren't on YouTube's yet. I don't think I have my mic settings to pick up things further back in the room. So here's what you do. You get your girlfriend on Discord, right? She could be next to you, but she could be like on her phone, the Discord. And you're like, all right, listen to this. And then, Morio's laugh goes like, Kishishi! And then your girlfriend could be like, make it stop! I thought you loved me! The more torture you put me through, the closer Pando gets to playing Love in Deep Space, right? I'm playing through a little Fate Stay Night, it'd be awesome. Isn't Fate Stay Night 18 plus game? Isn't Fate Stay Night the OG and R18 plus game? Just wondering. Verfa Linguini. Yay. Hi, is that good luck? Hi, how you doing? I think it's at the point if people say rivals, we know they're talking about Marvel Rivals. Okay, it is 2 words. I don't know why. The fact that it's Marvel Rivals. I don't know why. That was like getting to me. I was like, huh. It can't be Marvel Rivals. Maybe it's just Rivals. Okay, maybe that's what I heard. It was just Rivals, but yes. That could, yeah, you had me until that. I'm just saying. All right, so remember, I got to, ooh. Oh. This is a route. Okay. I can vaguely map out a route. Chester! But yes, Rivals. I was intending to try it out for funsies, but I got busy. My mama's in town. She's leaving tomorrow. I don't believe that's what I need. I believe these things that are hovering should die. Miss me. Haha! Oh. Can you not? Let me butt missile you. What was I saying? But yeah, I intended, but my mama was in town. I had a bunch of work, and then I was traveling. I probably shouldn't thunder these guys, right? It looked like they just thundered me. Wow, these guys actually take a lot of damage. I really need to level up my fire, ice, thunder, wind, avatar elements. But yeah, I just got busy, also busy with work. So this weekend was a lot of work, and then yesterday went out with my mom. Got some food. 'Twas pretty good, because food is good. I see a chesto. Gimme. Gimme. Gimme a chest. Lumbrero. Oh! Is that a sword? Crazy Saber, what's up? 557, God love it, Miss Hunter. Thank you, Crazy Saber. I've been doing my best. I'm guessing that's for a cloud, right? Since it's a blade. Ooh. Ooh! Wait, what do I have on? Oh. Ah! I am now in conflict. Let me catch up with chat. Bandit, in Face Day Night, why did they give the most serious MC an Ahoge? I can never take her seriously. We talking about King Arthur? Also, you didn't answer my question unless I skipped it. Wasn't the OG Fate Stay Night R18 plus game? I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Fate Stay Night was originally R18 plus. Am I seeing Hakuto Origami right now? Right? Okay, let me tell you something about the beautiful box that is above my head. See, this box is a wonderful showcase of the arts and crafts that the people under the Hakuto tyranny have created as an offering to appease my anger. Eroge indeed. I see. I know there was another one. It was called Grisaya no Kajutsu, which is, what, is it just called the Fruits of Grisaya? That was a wild anime, by the way. My friend showed me the first season. I'm like, this is wild. But he's like, yeah, this is also an Eroge. And I'm like, I don't want to know. You talking about that? Okay. Also, I see. King Arthur, indeed. It would be two ways, I'd say. Arthur, yeah. Paper mache mask when? That is a good question. See, Pancho Smith, my skill set requires me to not be dexterous, so Hakuto paper mache probably never. Dexterity is above my pay grade, yes. To appease the anger, yes. And right now I am angry, because let me tell you why. I got a better sword. On paper, it's 1+ attack, and accuracy goes up 8. That's great. Less likely to dodge my attacks, right? Also, look at that. Materia growth. Doubled. My materia go whoop, and it's great, because Cloud is on magic duty right now. So he got the thunder, the fires, the blizzards, all that. You know, it's great. You see how the holes are disconnected, though. See, this is what I have. Connected. Disconnected. That would make Cloud being on magic duty a little difficult, because Cloud is in charge of all that, you know? This is the Aula spell, so basically I can do AoE Lightning, AoE Thunder. But, you know, this is saying, nah, you won't. So what I could do... Double growth, yeah, specifically for materia, not for like base stats, but for materia, which I think is good, because I think I'm at the point where I do want to hurry up and level these up so I can get Frog, the Gospels, the Zaga, the Naga, you know, we want those. So, what I could do, so I could level up these all spells, that's fine, but it does feel like it's a waste. So if I do it as is, ooh, you know what? I could put this MP up. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I can put the all spells, but then it's a waste. There's no point of having them here. I do want to level up the all spells, because basically every tier I level them up increases the amount of time I can cast that all spell in battle. So right now I can cast it 3 times. That feeling when you upgrade your starter weapon to max level and got a new sword whose base level trumps your max weapon. Well, so the weapons don't actually level up. This is the good thing, Pandorum. The levels actually don't. The weapons don't level up. They just stay like that. I will say, so to people new coming into my gameplay here. So it's not a critique. My biggest observation, I'll call it, of this game is that there is a huge imbalance in certain ways. In that, in the beginning, you get an armor called a Carbon Bangle. You basically don't get another armor upgrade until... Geez, when did I get that? That was in... Oh, what is that town called? Zach's hometown. Gongaga! I think that's where we got the new silver armlet, whatever, right? It's been a long time, so like you don't get a lot of armor upgrades, and the weapon upgrades also are not great in that I wonder if they show in order of when I got them. Like this was also a double growth, but the materia holes weren't great, and I think also the stats weren't great. I can't remember. I think it was mostly Barrett when I noticed on Barrett's weapons, like you get a new weapon and it just wasn't great. So like equipment wise, the game doesn't give you a lot in the beginning. Yet, hold on Barrett, show it to them, show it to them. You get broken magic in the beginning of the game, like this Matra magic is an AoE attack that only costs 8 MP. That is cheap and it does good damage. You also get beta from a zombie snake early in the game. It is also AoE, obviously costs more MP, it's 35 MP, that's fine. But it's almost like, at this point in the game, I think it does comparable damage as to a summon. So I think maybe like your Ifrit or your Shiva does a similar damage to beta, and you get this early game. So my analysis, you know, not a criticism, just an analysis, is that Final Fantasy VII's a little unbalanced. Which is fine, it's interesting, but it's unbalanced. Master material always makes life better. This is true. Yes, so to go back to what I am planning, I think it is good to switch weapons. It does hurt because, like I said, before Red was on magic duty, right? But Red, with this Seraph Comb, has like way good attacks. So I put the backline attack materia on Red. So Red is just on normal attack duty, and he's also the cure dude. So the issue now lies in the fact that Cloud is on magic duty, but he's gonna lose the point of being on magic duty if he doesn't have his alls. She hates the game and never forgets. I don't hate the game, I just enjoy punching Kirby, apparently. The, what do they call it? SCP level planet eaters. Yeah, that's Kirby. I love Barrett when he returns home. Barrett's great. When he, what's his name? Dine? When Barrett smacked Dine, a new one? Yeah, that was cool. I just, what did I do? I think I just beta Dine and Dine just died. Where are we right now? So we are in Mount Nebel, yes. Did I have in the title? Yes, so I am on disc 1 still. As per the title, disc 1. And currently we're going back, we just got Vincent Valentine. I apparently accidentally beat a difficult boss in this game. As I usually do. Hold on. Okay, I need to come to terms. Alright. I will switch weapons. I'm gonna figure out what to do with my magic duty. Hold on. I want the MP up here. So let's... 74, 75. So let's do this. MP up here. So the all up here... Maybe it's good to at least have one, because then I can have multiple casts of all. I do feel like I'm at a point where before I get to like the third all cast, because Barrett also has an AoE with the Matra magic, so before I get to it, I think the enemy does die. So I actually don't think maxing out the all is important yet. Maybe I'll prioritize fire. So I'll put fire up here, and I'll put wizard down here. I could put an all down here. Yeah, let's do that. So Zoxe can go here, and then one of the alls can go here. Right, I forgot I got a summon. I got Odin from... Odin! Where'd I get you from? Oh yeah, I got you from the manor, right. Sure, I'll put Cloud on this summon. Because why not? Again, the alls aren't important right now. I at least got one. Yeah, so... Double duty on these. That's fine. Barrett has the steel. My favorite character, Vincent Valentine, such a good name. Indeed. Mr. Edgelord Hot Topic himself. Mr. Torkish Delight himself. Hello. I don't got good magic against you. I guess I could just attack. Can you not? Let's see. Let's do a bit of magic. What is that? That is not a sword. That is something you spank your children with, Cloud. That is not a sword. Do you see how wide that sword is? That is not a sword. That is a child beater. How good is your attack, Cloud? I'm actually curious. From the black lines, 163. Okay. Cloud got that fin? Yeah. Look at that thing! That's something you grab when, like, the ladle is out of reach. You're like, where's my wooden spoon? Nah? Alright, we'll get the ultimate. Speaking of leveling up the alls. Woo! Tamakyo! Yeah! Welcome, ooh, these guys gave me a lot of money. Tamakyo! Surprise! Body Raider! How was League of Legends? Did you win? Are you winning, son? Thank you for rating. How you doing? Okay, I guess maybe before I progress, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII, OG, first time. I'm in Mount Nibel, first time, Disc 1. So, in case anyone hasn't played or don't want to be spoiled, this is your little warning now. We are in a location called Mount Nibel. Not the flashback, the time where you return modern times. So there's that. But Tamakyo, how is League of Legends? I gotta go this way. And are you winning, son? Gotta bring home the gold medal, son. Make your papa proud. Ah! Blah, blah. These guys give me money, can I just say? Can you not face hug me? He's kind of weird. Kind of an... Whoop! Oh, right, I only have Blizzard, that's right. Kind of an invasion of privacy, no, right? Like... One of them's dead. Could you not, like, face hug me? Abandon all you have. Now, Pandora, that's not something a pastor should say. How else are we supposed to hug you, though? You're nothing but a face. Wait, you hugging me? Hatchet! Hey, Shuv, cat, how you doing? If you ever Final Fantasy 15 miss, I would be here for that. I already been Final Fantasy 15. Oh no, crazy. Okay, let me tell you what happened with 15, right? Final Fantasy 15 was one of those games that encouraged me to start streaming. Because this is when, you know, I had bad sleep schedule, it was late at night, so picture me alone in the living room just playing Final Fantasy 15 and sobbing because of the ending, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with these feelings because none of my friends play Final Fantasy games. And then my brother was like, just stream it, and I was like, oh, okay. So then Remake was the start, but yes, I've been playing 15. I did the gauntlet that was whatever dungeon it was where you had to go through 100 floors. I cheesed it with the ring. It was kind of funny. I did the adamantite turtle. I tested to see if you could cheese it with the ring, and you could. That was also funny. I cheesed the stupid... Okay, I remember this dungeon. The Patos Ruins. I specifically looked up the cheat way, because the actual entire dungeon to do it, like someone doing it flawlessly, I think it was like a 2-hour video, which is bonkers. So I looked up the video to specifically get the final item, which I think has like an auto dodge mechanic. So I was like, okay, that I'll accept. I have not done the, what's it called? The giant orb that you fight in Insomnia. That's the only thing I haven't done, because it is doable, but I keep getting knocked out of its range of like, its aggro range. So then it suddenly like starts walking back to its starting point, and its HP just resets. That's the only annoying thing. There's a game I'm playing called Sudeki, and the sword you have on Cloud is one that I picked up, but it has booty stats, but I like the shape. Ah, you like the shape because you can smack children with it, is that why? Do it again, please. So here's the plan, Crazy Saber. Tachan, thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. I am on a JRPG run for the Squeenix games. As such, the plan as of now, I forgot what the Kingdom Hearts remakes. I'm alternating Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy games. Level up. So, after Final Fantasy VII might be Dream Drop Distance. I know Recoded, like story-wise, it doesn't add much to the overall story, but I've heard it's very fun gameplay. But in order to just get through this, I decided Recoded I'll save maybe for another time. I've heard great things about the Recoded gameplay. So the next would be, I think, Dream Drop Distance. And then Final Fantasy VIII, Kingdom Hearts 3, and then end with Final Fantasy 9. Because I've played 10. 10 too I've like kind of played. I have not played 12, 13. But basically I'm ending at 9 because that's the PlayStation 1 run. And also Kingdom Hearts 3 is the last of the Kingdom Hearts games. And then I'm going to switch over to different games just to switch it up. Because I've been on this Final Fantasy run for a long time. I need to know how to get up there and get my chesto. How do I get up there? Oh, I see. Stop climbing, Cloud. Stop! But, not quite. See, first Pandorum says, you know, children do not get the blessing of the Lord. There's a man, a woman, no a children. And now Pandorum out here being like, yeah, we also want to spank children with the sword. I see how it is. Pando about that violent life. If you're a minor, stay away from Pando. Because he will murder you. I'm not quite sure what I said. I was actually a little more focused on the game. I'm sorry, what were we talking about? I'm not about the dungeon, but I am about the journey. I enjoy Final Fantasy 15. I understand the criticisms of the game. It is definitely one of those games where I'm like, had it been a complete story, I think it actually would have been my, Okay, how do I get up there? Yeah! Okay, maybe I go down this way. Had it actually been a complete story, I think it would have been one of my favorite games, because I do like the bond and the dynamic the bros have, the dudes. Like, I haven't seen the Kingsglaive movie yet. I still need to do that. I know there's a book that came out at a later date. I know there was, like, canceled DLC and whatnot. There was OVAs that sort of gave you more background on Nox. Jeez, 1K, red, that's overkill. But gave you more background on, like, what happened to Noctis's mother and his dynamic with his father. I know the scene that was in the trailer where baby Noct was having dinner with his dad didn't make it to the game. It was actually a weapons description in Nier Automata. So funky things like that. But I still enjoy that nonetheless. The bunny pea can only process one action at a time. Yes! Something like that. Yes, what were we talking about? After 7 comes 8 and then so on. It's always amazing to relive the hype. Right? You'll say. So yeah, 7, 8, 9, Kingdom Hearts, Dream Drop in Kingdom Hearts 3. I think originally I was planning on playing Recoded. So then I would have ended Kingdom Hearts 3 after 9, but I think I'm gonna skip Recoded for now, just to speed up the process so I can do other extremely different games, like Nier Automata. Who would have thunk? From one JRPG to another. I don't know if Nier would be next. I might take a break. Maybe I'll do like Phoenix Wright or maybe Pokemon, something like that, but something different. Getting an affirmation of blessing and picking a sword with a funky shape to solely smack a kid upside the head are two astronomically different things. getting an affirmation of a holy blessing is one side of the coin, and then picking up a giant behemoth sword to get a smack on the booty cheeks is the other side of the sword, you know? It is the penultimate carrot and stick education phenomenon, Pendurum. I love the camping. The camping is fun. I've come up with a new recipe. Okay, so we do go this way. How am I supposed to get... This mountain has been the most horrendous thing I've ever experienced in my life. Give me my chesto! Oh, there I am. Hello! Ah! Nier Automata was legit. I'm excited to play. I will say, I've played... Have I shared this story? I might have shared this story. I've played Nier Automata once for like 30 seconds. And let me tell you why. I, at that point, have never touched a Final Fantasy IV game, controller, console, any of it. So I had seen my friend play it in college. And he was like, hey, why don't you try? Because, you know, there's multiple endings to the game. So I said, okay, let me try. So I was able to get him a new ending to the game. In way of, if you die at the very beginning ship sequence, you get ending A, where you die in your little Galaga formation. Because I did not know the middle bar on the PS4 controller was a touch thing. I thought it was just, what a weird button is what I thought. Like, I didn't realize it was just a whole touch thing. So I was like, oh, like, my friend's like, oh, it's a touch thing. So I was like, okay. And so I pushed down and would move around. It's like, no, you don't have to push it down. You just, it's like touch screen. And I was like, it was a lot, but I got him a new ending regardless. But yes, I played 30 seconds of Nier Automata. The OVAs were nice. I like Prompto's story. Oh, I forgot about those. Yeah, so the OVAs, there was Noctis' story. Gaushokan! Tengo no uta in Miss... no, Tengu un gato. I read that as uta, I don't know. In Miss Pantalones. Thank you for the 10 bitty bits. I know gato is cat. Pantalones is pants. But yeah, that's my Nier Automata experience. Was getting an ending. But the OVAs were nice. The Noct story was nice. You kind of get more insight into Noct's relationship with his family and such, and sort of closure on that. Prompto's story was really nice. I enjoyed that. I really liked Arden's story too, because although it told the same story as the episode of Arden DLC, it gave a completely perspective in that the DLC focused more on the after effects of Arden's being betrayed by his brother, whereas the OVA was kind of showing like, man, Arden didn't do anything wrong. It's just that like, he got screwed over, lost the love of his life, the kingdom got sealed away for 1 billion years, you know, he's just in pain. And then once he wakes up, he immediately gets brainwashed by evil empire. It's like, dude, I don't condone what you did, but man, I understand. The demo always made me so sleepy. And then one day I bought and finally worked past the demo level, and then wow, the game was amazing to me. You know, now that you say that, because I didn't realize that beginning part was the demo. But now that you say that, does that mean that Nier Automata and Detroit Become Human are like polar opposites? In that the Nier demo was a snooze fest, but everything after was amazing, whereas Detroit Become Human, that demo you had with Connor was amazing, but then everything after that, everyone was like, oh, that's not what I wanted. The touch bar thing can be used as a mouse when plugging controller into PC, kind of neat. Wait, it can? Now that I did not know. I should try it next time when I plug it in for Genshin. I should try that. I should try that. Have you ever played Zone of Enders from Kojima? No. Contrary to popular belief, I don't play video games. Don't go back down. Testo! Barreto. That is... Wait, does this game have one of those things where like... super OP accessory, only women can wear it? Is it one of those things? Prompto is the main character in Final Fantasy 15. I enjoyed them all. I know most people... Okay, I have a least favorite. I enjoy them all, but Gladio is my least favorite. given the, I don't want to say I lost respect, but the dialogue he had where, oh, it's Red's weapon. He had dialogue where in the train he was telling Noct to like buckle up. There's no time to be moping around like after he lost after his fiance died. Part of me was like, I get it, but also a part of me is like, you're not doing anything on the train anyways. So I'm like, you're just sitting on the train. Perfect time to mourn that your dad's dead, your fiance's dead, the entirety of your kingdom has been hijacked by a neighboring, and you have all this like responsibility as a hormonal teenager. I'm like, I feel like Noct, it's okay for Noct to be crying in the train. And Gladiator's like, yeah. I'm like, Gladio, you still have family. Noct has no one left. Gladio over here is just like, I've had my losses too. I'm like, yeah, sure, you lost your dad, but your sister's still alive. I'm pretty sure if your sister would have died, you'd also be a moping mess. So don't be playing that thing to Docto. But yeah. And that was my only thing against Gladio, I was just like, I mean, you can cry, it's fine. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm actually not sure. I was working a lot because I was close to graduating college, so when I did have time to game with New Year's demo, I was just sleepy. I do remember Detroit demo, and I like that one alone. In the game afterwards, I always joked that Connor looked like Blap. Wait! You know what Blaps should do for Halloween? He should just be Connor for Halloween. No glasses and everything. He has to play every game without his glasses on. Ooh! And he has to act like a robot sent from cyberspace or whatever the company name. Yeah, he is loyal. He is loyal. See, here's the thing. And it's not even Gladio's fault. If there was at least one conversation, like Prompto doesn't have a lot of hold. Like if he tells Gladio to back off on Noct in that moment, like Gladio would be like, "You don't understand. This is war," type thing. I feel like if Ignis would have just had at least one line of like, "We're in the train. He's lost a lot. Let him mourn now, but Noct, once we get off this train, you gotta buckle up." Like, if they just had that, I actually wouldn't even dislike... Even the small dislike I have of Gladio would have been dispersed, because then you have, like, that perfect counterbalance of, like, the hard head, like, "This is war, rah," type thing. But since there wasn't that, it's just that line of Gladio just hangs over Noct, and I'm like, oh, fine. But he could, yes, just be a robot playing horror games. Spoilers, by the way. Listen, I'm allowed to do what I'm going to do. What was I doing? Weapons. And it's worse. Oh, this one's also the double thing. Look at how much worse it is, though. See, Red is on attack duty now. So he can't put this on. The double the materia growth is nice, but like I said, red on that good dude. Wait, what is his... I think... No, okay, I did remove that. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we good. Moving on. How do I get down? I go right? Okay. There we go. Blair wants to be like a sensei. If you know, then you know. Yeah. That, but also it's like... Like I said, the annoying thing is, in that moment, I get it. But also... Gladio would absolutely be a sobbing mess if his sister died. Because the thing is, his dad dying with, you know, Noct's dad at that time, there is a sense of understanding that Gladio has had time to understand that given his father's position, he's in a position where his life is at risk and he has to give his life for the king. And Gladio is obviously an adult, so he's had time to understand that. So in the circumstances, his daddy-o does die. Yeah. If his sister dies, that's another thing. Noct just lost his fiance, so it's just like, let him cry. We're on the train. We're not doing anything anyways. That's just me. But he's still a protector, yes. I'm not saying, I still like Gladio. I'm just saying, in that moment, I'm like, alright, dude, come on. Come on! I do not remember. Oh, was this the bridge that snapped, crackle, popped in the flashback? Hello, burb. Let's magic. Let's do some thunder just for funsies, you know? Just for funsies. Thunder seems good. Yeah, yeah. Can you not? Did you inflict us with something? Okay, it's still alive. Zoo wa ikari o oboeta. So the zoo learned anger, which is not good. Is this AoE? I think that's also AoE. What is a good spell for this? Wait, I got it! We're gonna frog this boy! Unless if it's immune then. Oh well. Wait, wait. Oh, it's immune. At least it's asleep. So red is next, so red do good damage. And then it's dead. Okay. Sleepy board. It didn't turn into a toad, unfortunately, but he fell asleep, so that is still good. I need to get, hold on. I'm gonna get a little bit of ointment. My neck is itchy. I don't know if I got a bug bite or what, but it's got menthol in it, and menthol makes the itch go. Did anyone ever show you the London Bridge falling down, X Final Fantasy VII battle music? No, and we'll keep it that way because I've never played Final Fantasy VII before, so spoilers. They already look like Hot Topic kids, so it's even worse if they cry in public. It's appropriate because they're Hot Topic. The Mimic? Wait, which Final Fantasy VII is this? This is 7. This is 7. The classic OG 7. What do you mean? Pandorm out here showing his privilege. Be like, you ever played Final Fantasy VII? We couldn't afford consoles as children. You've heard the battle music? Oh, so you mean like just the battle music merged with London Bridges? Is that what you mean? I thought your girl was at the fact that I hadn't played this game before. Because I've had that. People are like, you haven't played Final Fantasy VII? I was like, yes. I grew up in a very middle of the road income household in which consoles were a luxury. Indeed, gotcha. Best victory fanfare. Indeed, this is pretty good. Is it okay to post here? Yeah, you can el pasta. El poste. Okay. So now I go down. There's a ladder. Can you? Oh, I have to go around. Okay. Ladder. Circle, right? Ladder, 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 look, there's something shiny. Wait, there's a chest though. How do I get down there? Maybe there's a loop on the left side. Okay. Ah! Oh wait, I think this is the area I have to farm for the not you. I need a big strong dragon to come. Can you not face hug me? Thank you. Did I limit break? Oh, I did limit break. Can you not do that too? Bruh, I was just about to limit break. Okay, let's kill that because that thing seems to be inflicting statuses upon me. Stop face hugging me. So nom on that. And now, thus, we play the long game of farming for... Okay, Cloud's back. Cool. Climb hazard. I don't know what this is. Let's just try this out for funsies. Okay, so it is single target damage. Alright, that's fine. I think everything else is almost dead anyways. Yee. Yeet reeked. Ba-da-da. Aether. See, even Mount Nebo pays its Aether tax. What is that? Can I not touch that? Is there a way to not touch that? Well, there's a save point, so I'll take that. You and me both, Gaucho Cam. You and me both. It's just, what is that? Surely there's something else I can do here, right? Can I go down? I can! Okay. Let's explore all that has to be- oh, oops. I probably wasn't supposed to do that. That's okay. Did I go the wrong way? Where am I? Who am I? Emular were the best, but I didn't get them till high school, unfortunately. I don't think emulators... I mean, obviously they were probably a thing when I was in... Am I dying? I was not paying attention to my health. Oh, I am dying. Did that bird just machine gun me? Alright, Red, you are actually gonna cure everybody. Let it be known. Actually, when did we stop getting dial-up in my household? I feel like it wasn't until 8th grade where you could be on the internet and still acquire thin calls from the outside. I think before that it was stop face hugging me, it's weird. Okay, who survives after this? Because they're getting my blood thing. Whoever said birds can't just start spitting their teeth at you. The fact that you said birds and teeth in the same sentence. I just got something. What'd I get? Ba-da-da! I'm guessing it's one of these. Oh! Okay, good, good, good. I got level 3. Hi. So we got Meteor Rain. Never seen hen's teeth. Are they... Okay. Here's the thing with Borbs. I know they have teeth. But at the same time, I'm like, are they teeth or are they just ridges? They're just kind of like little ridges that like... Them be rookie teeth, you know? They can't bite into a nice piece of steak. They can peck at it with their beak and rip it with it. But, you know. Where am I supposed to be going? Wait, this is where we fell on the bridge, right? The lady chickens got teeth? Can they, make the encounters less frequent? No! No! These guys do things to me. They remind me of the Digimon from that one Digimon Adventures episode where he made that kid relive his trauma that he thinks he was to blame for his parents' divorce. What's his name? The brainhead Digimon with all the tentacles reminds me of him. Can I watch it if it's an Instagram thing? Because I don't have Instagram. Wait. I gotta go this way. Maybe? Maybe? How do I get that chesto? Pikachu, indeed. How do I get that chesto? Huh? Oh, maybe from up top. Okay, maybe, okay. I go this way. Oh, Cloud's MP is low. Can y'all give me the wagon? Micro Magic. Alright, let's get this Instagram reel on the road. Let's see if I can watch it. Nope, it won't let me. But yes, it will. The Bard has to 1v1 the big bad. Oh, they're still alive! So from what I'm seeing, it's the scene from Final Fantasy Remake where they do the sexy dance, right? And it's just AMV with a song overlaid that I cannot discern the lyrics to because I also have the game audio going simultaneously. This is a long... Are Instagram Reels always this long? This is a long video. I remember seeing a video, so the guy who choreographed this dance scene, he actually like owns a bar in Tokyo, I think. He owns like an anime karaoke bar. Yeah. It shouldn't be too long. Well, I closed out of it because it was getting long. I got to the butt slapping. But yeah, that has nothing to do with London Bridges, Pandorum. I got to the butt smacking though. Alright, Cloud. How many aethers do I have? Oh, news. Okay, we'll go two. We'll go two. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Oh, I forgot to stretch. I did drink. I didn't drink water, but I'll stretch too. I'll roll my shoulders. Can I? Something is in the way. I can't. I almost did a karaoke, but I think I would just sing all the Yakuza songs because that's what I indeed. I'm about to look up a guide. Why can't I go this way? I'm about to look up a guide. This is nonsense. Final Fantasy VII walkthrough. We're not in the Gold Sata. We're in Nibelheim. Okay, go down. Past Vinny Boy. Cloud's too fat with the PH. Indeed. Fatty boy. Heartbreak Mermaid is my favorite, and next to Majima Cinderella. Do you know? Wait, Metal Gear Chrono knows because I told him. Do you know what the Majima Cinderella is a spoof off of? Have you seen what they're spoofing off of? Have you seen the OG boy band? They're. Let's see. I need to see it. It's some group from the 70s. I think Hikaru Genji was from the 60s, I think. But yeah, the agency is still around today. It's a Johnny's and Association agency where they specialize in boy bands. And yeah, I didn't expect that reference to be in a Yakuza game, needless to say. Yeah, Hikaru Genji. Rollerblading and the feather in the hair and everything. I went the wrong way, so that's what happened. Okay. When I heard it the first time, it oozes charm. It did. Is there no way to get this treasure chest? I'll just put it out there. Is that what it is? Because if so, I think I did go the wrong way. I looked at the guide. I went the wrong way. I don't need that. Wait. Did I go the wrong way? Is that what it is? Hold on, I'm actually like going in detail with the guide now. Okay, I probably went the wrong way. Let me try going back to that room with the ladder and the giant, oh goodness, what is that thing? Jesus! Okay, maybe I didn't go the wrong way. It's not... Okay, I went the right way then. I thought I missed it. How am I here though? Because apparently I was supposed to run into the reactor before getting here. I was supposed to get to the reactor first. How do I get back to the pipe room then? Travel all the way back to the pipe. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing. All right, hold on. Something's amiss. I can feel it in my bones. Who needs to do things in order? What I want to know is how to get that stupid chest. This is what I was afraid of. This is what I was afraid of. That y'all would pull some nasty garbage like this. Don't glare at me. Well, there's that. At least you sucked my HP and not anything important like my MP. Suck on this! Ba-twing! Aha! Alright, so what I'm confused about is that treasure chest down yonder. And for some reason I can't get. And that treasure chest isn't actually showing up in the guide I have pulled up here. Where am I? I'm so lost. Wait, isn't this where I came from? Y'all trying to convince me that Cosmo Canyon was confusing. Money! Ah! No! You stop that. Who'd you do? Who'd you do? Who'd you do? Okay, that's fine. It's not really fine, but you know, look what kind it is. Do the dragons only pop up in that? Stop sucking on my face. It's kind of weirder if you do it to red also. Okay, we'll see what these do. Okay, those guys dead. So we'll just go. Brrrr. Yeah. Ba, 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 da, da, da. Alrighty then. I could go back, but I am curious as to where this road leads. The reactor! Oh. Apparently there was an easier way to get here. I was like, yeah, just left of the ladder. I'm like, okay. Where am I? Okay. I gotta go back to the pipe room and farm. Oh, jeez. Hey, look, Metal Gear Chrono. It's your lady chickens again. Everyone, look at these borbs. Metal Gear Chrono said these are his lady chickens. I do be popular around this. Can you stop? Also, those aren't teeth, seeing as they're pooping them out. Based off of location where the ammunition is coming from, these burbs are not shooting out teeth, they're pooping out missiles. They're basically doing matcha magic in some shape or form. If Barrett was a bird... Nah, if Barrett was a bird, he'd be these guys with his matcha magic. I could have just used Blizzard, huh? Oh well. What? Was something moving? Oh, that's just gears. Okay. Hello? Hello? I go on the chains, right? No, do I go over here? Oh, I go over here. And who's to say they don't have rear teeth to masticate the waste? You know what, Metal Gear Chrono? You know more about ladybirds than I do, apparently. Apparently you are very intimate with the lady chickens, so I'll leave that up to you, honestly, you know? What? Why did they want me to come here? Poke, 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 poke. Also, didn't Sephiroth destroy this place? I'm a little confused. Why am I here? Now go, Chocam. Why do you have that emote? Now, why do you have that emote? That is the question. Why am I here? Okay, so there's no point in being here. Alright. I did take a look at the guide. Apparently, so there is a door behind. That's the door that leads from the pipe room, apparently. And so it was just a quicker way to get to this spot, I guess? So there's actually nothing going on here, which is, I mean, weird. I thought there'd be more going on here. Right, okay. Right. For immersion, yes. The chicken for the immersion. You know what? I'm gonna farm for the gold armor first. I think that takes precedent. So I'll do my gold armoring here. Ah! And then I'll go back to the treasure chest. I don't know if it's something I can even get yet, seeing how it's not listed. Where is the stupid dragon? Get rid of those guys. Blizzard up these guys. How are you already? Oh, right. Red has cover on, right. I should probably give Red the gold armor first, then. Let's see how much Blizzara takes out. Okay, I will then Matra Magic these boyos. If I have time, I'll heal. But I don't have time. Okay, let me actually go before I'm gonna farm for the dragon armor, obviously, here. Before I go back, yeah, it doesn't say anything here specifically about the cave with that one treasure chest. Because I couldn't go through the left side at all. The 70-year-old puppy? Yeah, he getting hit. So I steal the gold armor. Okay, I got the elemental material. Yeah, it's not mentioning anything about that specific treasure chest. Maybe I'm not supposed to get it yet? It does bug me. Get it? Because I'm fighting all these bugs? I could just give Red a high potion. I don't think anyone else is fighting particularly. Yeah, one more. Sure, why not? But the dragon does appear here. I'm in the right spot, right? Am I in the wrong spot? If I'm in the wrong spot, I'm gonna be a little sad. Let's see. Dragon Mount Nibel. Let me see if there's specific, like, do I have to be on rock specifically, or do they spawn based off of rooms? So it's where the Materia Keeper resides. Is that what that is? Is that what they call it? Hold on. Click. Oh, the hyperlink is broken. That's what they call it. That's a Materia Keeper? That thing is like Spider Nightmare Scorpion thingy. What I need is to steal from it. Furthermore, therefore, and thus as such. See, I know they say like it's I get it's like a dog-ish creature, Red 13. Nanaki. Because he does the whole howling thing. He looks like, what's his name? Kovu from Lion King 2? So I keep thinking like lion-ish thing. Maybe up here? What if I'm in the highest spot? Also, I guess I kind of cheated. I probably would have eventually figured it out, right? You can go down these pipes. So that's cool. No one saw Lion King 2. Dragon! You know what I see. I see hope. That do a lot of damage though. Hey, that was quick. Alright. That was quick. That was quick. Y'all need to not do that, first of all. Let's blizzard you. I'm gonna frog you. Does it turn into a frog? No, it just sleeps. Okay, let's see what physical damage does. Blizzard doesn't seem to do a whole lot on this guy. Wait, if it's anything like Chrono Trigger, maybe Thunder is good on the lizard type? No? Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to think of what single target... I don't know what this does. I could try laser, but I feel like it shaves off 1%, right? So I feel like it's a little too late for that. Obviously it's doing fire. Is Aqua Breath AoE? Ah, oh, miss. What do Aqua Breath do? Also, when is the next... Wu-Tai, that was the next one, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, the boss here gives me a skill thing. I gotta switch to that after I steal. Okay, okay. Good to know. Aqualon, what do you do? Water damage on all opponents. Okay, I can try that. That's pretty expensive, though. That's pretty expensive. Let's see what it do. It do the damage. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch, Tachan, but not now. Ooh, okay. We can leave it to red. Leave it to red. I think Blizzara and Thundara do about the same. I'll just go physical damage. Yeah, it's about the same. Y'all need to chill. That's what you don't need to go. Okay, there we go. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch, Satan. What is this emote? Oh, it's an angry dragon. Gaucho Cam, you literally have an image for every such circumstance, and now you have a happy dragon. Indeed. Huzzah for the dragon is dead. Simba's Pride or half? Simba's Pride? The one with the, with Scar's son that everyone was weirdly had the hots for? Listen, not to judge, alright? But I had some elementary school friends that thought, Scar's kid was like the hottest thing ever, and I'm like, it's a lion though. It's a lion though, okay. I guess. But yeah, that's what Red 13 reminds me of. Looks kind of like him. Whee! Oh. Oh wait, I need a blah 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 blah. Blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Blah blah. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, look at that. Wait. Ooh! okay, 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 okay. I see, I see, I see. I will do some workings later then, because now Red has these two connectors. So I might actually put Cloud's, this, Zoksei on Red. I should actually just do it now. Because he has, yeah, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I don't need that. So let's put the fire on. And poison can go up here, and then clouds, this can go on red. So red should be more resistant to any upcoming fire attacks from the dragon. Look at that! It's like the Lola Bunny thing. I guess I'm the opposite of Red 13, where I'm a little more understanding with bipedal creatures, I guess. Because I guess in the same vein, like, if you liked Beast from Beauty and the Beast, I'm like, okay, sure, yeah. Has human-esque posture. So if you like Lola Bunny, yeah, yes. Maybe that's where I draw the line for, romantic interest is, whether they're on fours or if they're bipedal. Consult the Animorphs chat for how furry is too furry. I remember those books. Remember those books, those Animorphs books? Do those books hold up, like the graphics, or does it look like funky CGI where they have the kid walking and they slowly turn into like an anteater? Or like a jaguar? Or like a capybara? I don't know what the animals were. What were those books even about? I don't remember. Let's see. So Barrett has, right, this one is the one that, attaches element with, it's the elemental one, but non-elemental. So I could do this with like poison and stuff. Okay, I forgot about that. We find a dragon though, but I could level this up. Maybe this is a good thing to level up. I have no idea if it is, but this one I think you can attach to like summons and it adds like an effect, right? So I think it's good. Nothing personal, kid. Yeah, books seemed like they were all over the place. Our imagination hard carried already. So, see, I didn't read those books, so I have no idea what those books were even about. Tachan, thank you for the hydrate again. I have no idea what those books were about. I remember seeing them, but I was busy reading other books. Like, I don't know. I think I was reading like the, oh, I forgot what the book series was called. The ones with the clay dragons. Fire Within, Ice Fire. Like those books. I was reading Redwall. I was reading Inkheart, Ink Spell, Ink Death, I think was the trilogy. Yeah, I was busy reading fantasy fiction. I wasn't so interested in the Goosebumps. Aragon was fun. I do remember Aragon. I was reading Aragon, yes. Narnia's, The Lord of the Rings, yeah. Hello, real bees. How you doing? We talking about books. I'm running out of NP again. I'll do one more. I'm starting to run out of ethers. Teenage animal morphers, the battle parasitic alien slugs. I feel like elementary school Hakuto would not be interested in those books. Wee. My enemies. To be fair, real bees. To be fair, I loved reading as a child, but once I hit middle school, I grew to dislike reading very much. What are you doing? Okay, red's fine. The Great Gatsby and Hunchback books were my jam. See, here's the thing. So, Great Gatsby, I read in 7th grade? Something like that. I was one of those kids where I grew to hate reading as a result of how books changed my perception of reading. Like, school would like be like, hey, you gotta do an essay, annotate. You need to have this many annotations per page. You gotta read over the summer. So like, even though I was excited to have these like other books I was gonna read for the summer, they're like, no, you gotta read this for the summer, write an essay over it and such. It's like, it gave me a disdain for reading. So then when I would go back to read books that I was excited to read, it was kind of ingrained at that point of like just the homeworkiness of it. And I realized quickly that I'm not enjoying the book because I feel like, you know, oh, it's like I have to overthink things and blah, blah, blah. So I stopped reading just because of the unfortunate overlap I had emotionally with reading recreationally and academically. Jane Eyre was getting there, but I saw too many adaptations. I was like, this book was average at best. I don't know any of the Jane Eyre books. I forgot how to read in high school. Oh yeah, I'm not literate. Yes, I forgot how to read. Reading's overrated. Yes. I never learned to read. Eric Rex, Alex Rider, Artemis Fowl. I recognize those names, but yes, I do not recall. I was very much, I would read those young adult, fictitious fantasy books, yes. Yeah, Chesto! I did not do that. I thought it'd be something cool. Got made fun of? I didn't get made fun of per se. How do I get out? Oh, that's my way to go. Whoop. You know, I'm seeing now there's a pipe that leads me straight to that, materia keeper spider looking thing. Maybe I should stop going down the pipes. I'll stop for a second. Yeah, I would argue my school was very much more so heavily emphasized on good grades and academics and not so much nurturing or having kids stay interested or like keeping kids curious, you know. My school district, I feel like, was not very much so that, and also did not encourage any life skills to be learned, i.e. like home economics or like a woodworks or a welding course. No. Stuff like that, nah, that won't help you in the future. You know, we gotta focus on getting you to college. It doesn't matter what, but college in general. I didn't mind it if it was in something I liked, but if the book was the thesaurus was working overtime to make certain paragraphs. Thankfully, I like most books I read for school purposes. I just did not. Ooh, who that? Majionga5, thank you for the follow. Konyaro. Did I say your name right, by the way? Majionga? 5? I hope I said it right. My thing was the annotations were awful. You were graded on how many notes you took in the book. You had to write in your book annotations, like what are your thoughts and such, and you would be graded on your thought process on when you were reading, which really killed it, because that made me have to think, like, because it was like you had to have like 3 annotations per page, and when you're reading like a longer book, you know, like, first of all, I hate writing in books. I do not like that practice. Some people do for fun, but yeah, I didn't like writing in books. And the annotations, it was like you had to have 3 annotations per page, and basically the teacher would grade you on how meaningful those annotations were. Were you asking the right questions? Were you like noticing the right things? Like, if you missed something you were reading on the page, like, the teacher would be like, hey, so they totally, like, foreshadowed this here, and you didn't annotate about it. It's like, oh, well. So it made reading exceptionally, not fun. Oh, you would. Yeah, there is some of that. I'm sure there are schools. Ow. I'm sure there are schools who do promote a healthier curriculum that keeps students like asking questions, being curious, and having an interest in the subject they are reading. Ooh, look at that. But yeah, I'm sure there are schools that do that. My district, after, you know, talking with some adults later and such, my district was more so focused on numbers. Like, we have this many students get good grades. We have this many students in the AP program. We have this many students in the IB program. We have this many graduating students. We have this many students going to college. Like, that was the main focus, unfortunately. Like, in the books, yes, you annotated in the books, in the margin. Password, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I was able to bargain. Because I also know it'd be harder to sell the books back if they had annotations in it. So I was able to bargain. So I had those small, like, you know those really skinny sticky notes? I did it on those. So then, like, if I couldn't fit my thoughts on the sticky note, I could get, like, a second sticky note. But most kids did it in the book because that's what was expected. You would just write in the margins. Get back to work. Fun is not productive. Something like that. Yeah, very much. So, like, the first programs in my school district to get cut, obviously, I mean, like, performing arts would get, like, budget cuts. But actually, even before that, the first programs to get cut would be, like, world languages. So I remember there was a neighboring school in my school district, the high school. Like, I think when I was a sophomore year, like, they got an announcement that Russian and German were being cut. Like, it would no longer be taught. So, like, the teachers were, like, you know, essentially getting laid off. And I'm like, bro, what? Oh, I'm dying. I just noticed my health. Oh, no. Red, hurry up. Uh-oh. I didn't realize I was dying. Ah! Yeah, I don't know. I guess my thing with the annotations, it felt very much like your thoughts were getting graded in a way that I didn't like. Like, how they wanted to make sure you thought in a specific way while you were reading, which I did not like. Red, please heal. The annotation method was so dumb. Yes, it was like the teachers weren't cool with our thoughts and impressions of what we read. Exactly! Exactly! So in order for us to pass, we have to look up someone else's take on the subject. I don't know, but wait, hold on. Okay, we're safe now. Take out the subject matter, paraphrase it, but not so much so that it's our own, and then do that, like you said, about 3 times per page, and then rinse and repeat till page 9, man. You only did 9 pages? We had to do it by chapters. So sometimes chapters would be like, where it's like, I remember, oh, what was the book? That was stupid thick. Great Expectations? Was that the thick boy? Was Great Expectations the thickums? The thickness of a Bible? I hated that one. Because you would read part of it in class, right? And you also had to annotate during class. And you know, the teacher would drop hints like when you were reading, like, interesting, that paragraph you just read. Which was the teacher being like, hey, you're supposed to annotate something there. Which is dumb. But then whatever we didn't read in class, the rest was homework. And I'm like, there's like 70 pages in this chapter. Ah! Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Shout out to Mrs. Dent for giving me a copy of her husband's Volume 1 copy of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Hey! See, when you get good teachers, it be good. It do be good. I had my AP... Hold on. It's been a while. I haven't been to school in a while. My AP language teacher was super chill. I remember the class was more so discussion based rather than, there was written work obviously because of the AP test. There's going to be essays for all the AP nonsense. But the in-class graded stuff was more so discussion based, which I appreciated more. Cause sometimes when you're like writing things out, you can write down your thoughts obviously, but when it's spoken, you have more leeway to be like, hey, here's this, point I have to make. Oh, I can actually verbally explain it. If you have questions, like the teacher would openly ask, why do you think that specifically? And the teacher was way more open to be like, you can interpret things differently, you can. I appreciated the AP Lang teacher. It might have been AP Lit, actually. I don't remember. Because high school was so long ago, I chose to forget about it. The fact that you remember all this in such a... See, here's the thing I don't like about my memory. I don't have great memory, but for some reason, I remember negative things a lot more clearly, which I think is problematic. And I do try very hard to remember, like, positive things. Like, sure, there's positive things. Like, I remember vaguely, oh yeah, the Halloween event that I, had the Japan club I was in charge of participate in. We did sort of like a mock Mario Party system. We took up like a, sort of like a youth section of a hallway. It was for like, you know, the neighboring kids, you know, we had in high school. I remember doing that. I don't remember specifics. I try very hard to remember specifics. I don't remember a lot. I just remember a lot of negative things. And I'm like, that's not healthy. And I try to remember the positive stuff. I was like, man, your brain just remembers what it remembers. Teachers have crazy influences done right? It's, yeah. Why am I not getting any more dragons? I'm getting these blinding boys. Can I get something else, please? I took AP for most of the courses, but I skipped it for English. I heard they make people write essays every week and do annoying annotations. Said you could take a community college English course, write 5 essays for the entire semester and have the other word. See, password, I wanted to do that. So here's another thing I did not like about my school. Essentially, your counselor decided your courses for you based off of your grades the previous year. So for example, like freshman year, I took pre-calc. And pre-calc is the requirement to graduate. Like by senior year, you had to have done pre-calc. And I did that freshman year just because that's how it worked out in order from like I already did geometry and algebra 2 in middle school. So I did pre-calc freshman year. And then afterwards, basically, the counselor put me in AP classes. I didn't want to, but I would get my courses and be like, hey, these are the classes you can take. I found out senior year, I didn't know about concurrent enrollment until senior year. Until then, I thought like after pre-calc, the only math classes you could take were AP or IB. Like, I didn't even know concurrent enrollment existed. So, you know, I asked the counselor about it, and they're like, oh yeah, they exist, but based off of your grades, we believe that you could do AP. And I'm like, no, that's not the point. I was already, like, struggling and stressing, like, blood, sweat, and tears went into getting this passing grade, because I think I got, like, a B or a B+ in pre-calc. And that was for me, like, studying. I was the type I had to like work hard. I had a hard time retaining information, so I had to like work really hard to keep the grades, get good grades, blah blah blah. I kind of regret working that hard because none of it is, I remember nothing of what I did in high school. But based off of that, they're like, okay, we can push this student to something more difficult. And I was like, no, I was already at my limit before that. So I do regret not knowing about concurrent enrollment beforehand. I did try switching to concurrent enrollment partway through it, and they didn't let me. Like, I'm like, okay, I'll take the semifinals for AP or whatever, but like, I want to switch to concurrent enrollment. I don't want to be taking like AP Chem, AP Stats, AP Lit, whatever. I want to take normal classes, and they're like, nah. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it was. I will preface this. Specifically because of that, I did not like high school. I have issues with academics because of my personal experience, but it does not reflect everyone's experience, obviously. Dragon! Obviously, there are great teachers who have wonderful influences. There are some... I do think there is a way to keep students wanting to learn, interested in learning. Yes! Okay. I need one more. How do I kill this guy? I feel like I'm just gonna... I don't know. Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm just gonna do physical damage, because I feel like my spells don't do that much on this guy. It's peace dragon indeed. But yeah. Ooh, I'm dying. Okay. Okay, Cloud, heal yourself. Don't do it! Okay, that's fine. Okay, wait, hold on. Cloud, defend. Red! Heal everybody! You're going for Barret, right? You're going for... No, okay. Oh, right, I have the elemental thing. Okay, let me catch up in chat. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's ways to teach things well. Students, I know some people, like my brother, he went to the same school, had an amazing time with his high school. He was a lot more... And I think his thing was also just individual mindset. For me, you know, there was sort of this underlying pressure of like, you have to get good grades. Because I was quote unquote the smart one out of the siblings. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get good grades. Obviously, it's gonna affect my future. I took things a little too seriously. Whereas my brother, his mindset was, as long as I get a passing grade, I don't care. In which, I wish I would have done that. As long as you get a passing grade, I don't care. So then he was able to have more fun. Like, did you study? It's like, yeah, I'll get a passing grade. It's whatever. I'll go out, hang out with friends. I'll do football, I'll do whatever. Whereas for me, since I was so honed in on getting good grades, even though studying was not my forte, I ended up not doing anything for high school. So if I had to recommend anything to people, I'd say figure out what you want to do first. Sometimes people say you'll figure it out in college, but I don't think it hurts to figure it out early on, at least in general, like, at least narrow down what you don't want to do. And then this is such bad advice, but don't take school that seriously. Get a passing grade. Don't stress too much about grades. Find what you're passionate about. Say, if you're passionate about science, then yeah, give your science courses your all. If you're passionate about sports, get passing grades, don't cause any issues, and do, you know, the sports that you want to do in school. That would be my recommendation to people. I know it's not the best recommendation. Obviously, people want to see you get straight A's, B's, get a good GPA. But knowing what I know now, that doesn't serve anyone anything. Especially the idea that you have to get good grades to get into a good college. I find that colleges more so look at your extracurriculum rather than your grades. Like, if you're a good grade, you graduate high school, you got good, like, you got passing grades. In your essay that you submit to your college, if you prove that you did, like, enough extracurricular, you did, like, volunteer work, you were participated in, like, sports, you excelled in stuff outside of academics, I feel like colleges would still happily accept that. Again, it depends on what you want to do, though. If you want to go into a science field, obviously, get good science grades. You still talking about school? I guess maybe I'm caught up on the school subject. I didn't realize I was talking about school. I'm rambling. And I guess maybe since it was in my mind, I'm like, yeah, this is a lot of pent-up frustration. But yeah, I'll stop. My bad. I'll stop. Sorry, One Donkey Punch Me. I'll stop that. We've had... Where? It's still alive. Why are you still alive? Here and there before school. This game I had a mix of public and homeschool where I mostly did self-study. Move around bit future education, hopefully change what's not necessary, and works to babysit wonderful. I'm sure there's good public education choices. It's just hard to discern the good ones. How about this? Here's one thing to look for. If the school offers courses like home economics, woodworks, things like that, obviously it boils down to the teacher, right? Like Pandorum had amazing experiences with like certain teachers. So I think if it's a school that you see offers other courses outside of the main core academics, I'd say that's a good sign. Because my school district specifically did not offer home economics. I've said this one before. I had a friend whose mom had a degree in teaching home economics, and the school literally just said, we're not looking for that because we value academics that will prepare students for the future. Yes. Me fanning the flames, indeed, indeed. What do I want? Wait, I have Odin on Cloud. What does this materia do with Odin? Let's see. I remember I kept this page up, so I added effects. So Odin prevents me from insta-death. I do want to keep Odin up here, though. So I guess I'll just level this up, whatever. But it does add this here. I could do... Let's see. I was leveling this up, so I could do this up, so I could, if two of my characters die, I could do raise. and it would revive 2 of them. I don't think we're in that part of the game yet, though. I don't think it's necessary. It's like public school measures your ability to follow instructions, and college measures your aptitude to adaptability, which is messed up because the method doesn't work for all. Yeah, I think that is the hard part. And I half blame, half don't blame school, because everybody learns differently. And there's no way a single teacher is gonna be able to adapt to every singular student's need on how to learn. But I do think the insistence on obedience in the school education is a little weird. Like, I know there's the argument of people like, it's weird that you need to ask permission to use the restroom. That one I get in the sense of if something were to happen to the student and the teacher didn't know where they were agreed to be, like, oh, a student is missing, like, where did they go? Oh, well, they said they were going to the bathroom. Okay, we'll start there. Are they in the bathroom? I get that because you do need to have some level of responsibility over, you know, basically watching over other people's kids. I did like, so I can't remember which teacher. I had some teachers where it's like you don't have to ask to use the restroom, but you have to do the sign-out sheet. Like, it's a small thing, but I'm like, I would lean more towards do the sign-out sheet, but you don't have to ask permission to use the restroom. Because later in life, I do agree. That is a weird thing. Ask to use the restroom. But I don't know, also kids can abuse it. I don't know. It's a hard balance, but yeah. Coolmathgames.com, cool math games, shout out to him. Do I? Okay, let me see. Added effects of do poison, confusion, sleep slow, 2, insta-death. What are the summons? So I can prevent stop, death, Hades. Okay. I don't know if I need to level this one up yet. I don't know if leveling it up does something or if it yields. So I know maxing out materia, sorry, not elements, materia, sometime yields a new materia. I'm not quite sure what this one does. I'll get there when I get there. But for now, I'm not sure if this one's a necessity. This one's called added effect in English. And it's like the elemental one, except for the non-elemental magic. So whatever ties to this one in my equipment, so I can prevent like poison, I can prevent sleep and whatnot, but I don't think at this time it's necessary. So I could focus on leveling up. Well, hold on. 7,500, 99,000, yeah, that's a lot. So I could just focus on getting this to level 4. I do have time. I could level up time. Wait, I forgot. The reason why I stopped working on this one is because Barrett got a skill. Was it Mighty Guard? Something cast haste in my enemy skill. And I was thinking I need slow stop eventually, but I assume maybe that's late game. I don't know what special attack is. Throw, transform. I could do cover. Wait, do I have cover? No, I have MP up. You know what? I'm gonna go for the all. I'm gonna go for the all. You know what? And it's a good, like, I guess you could say fail-safe in that if I do have 2 party members die, if it's not Cloud, then Cloud can raise 2 of them up since I have this equipped to the all one. Ah, okay. Okay. It is something. Okay. So I need 1 more for Barat. Barrett! Wait, what do you have on? You got that one on, right? Okay. Barrett doesn't need it, but I still want it. I gotta get my dragon. I'll kill the spider thing, and then I think that will be good and good. Dragon! Oh! I'll just shoot you. I'll just spec you. Man, this flame... Why is this flamethrower doing so much more damage than when Barret does it? Satellite beam. Get wrecked. No! I'm sorry, Barret. I thought you had no money. Since when did you own a satellite? Oh! Oh! Why didn't you guys stop me? I didn't steal from it. Oh. No one stopped me. Okay. That's fine. I needed to get Barret's equipment. I was so focused on... I think I remembered, but then Barret hit his limit break, and then my brain forgot. Yeah. Stealing is bad. Stay in school. Stealing is only bad if it's not from the government. I know. Oh, I have been blessed. I thought these guys were a rare encounter because I was struggle busing to get these guys to appear. I am blessed. Dab. You dab. Does. Oh! Why am I doing this? Hold on. I'm dumb. As I said about stealing, I forgot to steal. I just had Red attack. I forgot Red's my stealer. Okay, go ahead, Red. Are you okay, Cloud? You're not okay. Let's see. Let's get you an item. Put that, yeah. You defend. Steal. You defend. Did I get it? Okay. So I'm gonna have Cloud... Wait, you know what? I'm gonna have Cloud use his limit break on the boss. So I think we can just kill him. So yeah, I can kill because I already stole. I might need to heal here soon. Let's keep attacking. There we go. I was debating on whether I should use Barret's White Wind, but this is fine. Okay, so Barret's got some new gear. This is good. Let's see, Cloud has here actually, right? Never mind, I forgot that's you. Yes, you. Good enough, yeah. Yeah. I gotta save. I'll put Barret on the good stuff. Yeah. And then that stays the same. Yep. Actually, Red, you no longer have to steal. You are free from this burden. I'll put him back on Manipulate, just because I feel like maybe, I'm not sure if I level it up, the chances of a successful manipulation go up. I don't know what it do, but we'll pretend. The dragons haven't stolen from. Okay, let's save. And then we'll fight this spider thing. Spider thing. Please don't poke me with your stinger. I don't consent to being stabbed by you. I will save my game again because safety in saves. Alright, hello? Hello? Oh, wow, that took a while for it. I had to hit circle. I get it, I had to hit circle, that's why. Ah, you're a sight for sore eyes. I'll just smack you. I'll limit break you with a meteor shower. 198, that's not bad. That did a lot of damage, okay. What does this do? I should have looked it up. Let's try frogging the boy. Ah, guess who else has their limit break? Nice, nice. It is immune. Okay. Immune indeed. Maybe I should just have Barret summon. Ooh. Wait, I didn't realize that restored MP. Okay, that's nice. Should I try? Oh, that's so much. You okay, dude? Hold on. You okay, dude? That was a lot to handle. I'm gonna summon stuff. I don't think did that thing just cure itself? Okay, I'm summoning Ramu because that was rude. Ramu! Gengar! You shall not pass! I probably shouldn't summon Odin. That did nothing! Alright, let's try Blizzard. That did nothing. Alright, I might be in trouble. Does bio work? Does bio work? Ow. Oh! That's the thing I had to learn. Okay, okay, that's good, that's good. It's poison. That's good. Might as well White Wind, just in case. Because I don't trust myself. I feel like elemental skills don't do a whole lot. I'll try Blizzara again. I feel like physical damage might be the way to go. Yeah, it's not doing a whole lot. Here come me. Can you stat? 56 is a lot of MP. I really need to get these MP ups, materia leveled up, but Mighty Guard would have been good. I feel like it's gonna be immune to laser. Element is not good. Can I do this on it? Should I just Aqua Breath? Let's try Aqua Breath. After I just said the elemental skills aren't great on him. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Okay. I got a new thing. Jewelry ring. I got a jewelry ring. I got a lot of money too. I got a lot of money. What's that? What's that? Ah! Is that what I think it is? Is that a counter material? Alright, what's up here? Fire? We don't need fire. Wait, hold on. 35. Oh yeah, I was leveling that up, huh? Yeah, I wanted one materia to get to Faraga. It's kind of close. I'm getting lightning up, okay. Um, 4100, 35. Since fire is closer to leveling up, I can put it down 6700. Okay, let me reorganize. So first things first, we got counter. Whoop! And so I think I'm gonna put Thunder up because Thunder is farthest from leveling up. Yes. No, sorry. Wizard, yeah. I'll put Thunder and Fire here. So now I have 2 all elemental attacks. Let's go. I don't know if leveling up counter increases the success rates of counter. I would hope so. So I'm gonna let that level up. Barret's low on MP. I feel like I'm close to the outside world. You know what? That's fine. Let's... Do I use a tent here? You know what? I'm gonna save. I'm not gonna use any item. I'll save. I do want to use the pipages. However, given the time constraints, I think we're close to the end of the dungeon because that was obviously a boss fight, right? So I'm actually gonna sneak peek at which pipes I need to go into, just so I can get out of here and save more quickly. Because I think, let me double check. If after that boss fight there's more dungeon to come, then I'll just get the items, because I just want the one that's on the rock. Okay, so you do get out of here. You know what, I'll just save here. The guide isn't actually very clear. So I will go through. So pipe 2. And pick up the parasol weapon. What? Oh, that's on the rock. Okay. So that's second from the right. That's a weapon for Tifa. Don't need it, but I'll still pick it up. Pipe 4 for the all material. Yes, I got that one. Okay. Oh, just those two? Okay, so I just need to slide down one pipe, and then I'll call it goods for tonight. Hello. Wait, didn't I got a jewelry ring, right? I'm guessing that's an accessory. I got a thing. Ooh, okay. It prevents status ailments of petrification, and I don't know what Mahi is. I'm just gonna just look up the accessory and see what it says. Let's see. Since it's a reward, it should be listed in here. Gem ring. Thank you for pulling up the gem ring. Let me type it in. Why is it not listed? Why is it not listed? Okay. I guess I'll Google it. Gem ring, Final Fantasy VII. They spell it with a J? No. Okay. Mahi is slow numb. Okay. Gotcha, slow numb. So, yeah, I'll put it on Cloud so that we can get through this area a little more easily. Cloud's the one that can get rid of those little tentacle alien dudes. So I'll put it there now. I'll put him back on the talisman. What do I have everyone else on? Power wrist, that's right. And then stamina, that's right, that's right. So if I do this one, okay, because the rest lead, I see the two pipes over there, so the rest lead to dead ends. So over Seoul, it was called in Nihongo. Let me down! And yeah, okay, that's it. Alright, I guess I'll keep my items as is. I don't know how much is left of this dungeon, but once I get out, I will use the tent. I just realized I won't have my buggy anymore. Back to walking. Okay, that's fine. Walking on the overworld map is not problematic at all. That's fine. That's fine. Bloop. 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 Okay. And that is Mount Nebo. I was expecting more from the reactor, since we're returning to the place of Tifa's dad getting bonked out of existence and Sephiroth going ham or and whatnot, but you know, I guess it's whatever. It's whatever. Who is streaming right now? Who is streaming? Let me mute myself because I don't want to hear myself. What is this? Wait, let me see what game this is. I'm curious. Chill Corner. What's that? Alright, we can raid Ori. I've actually never heard of this. It's something called Chill Corner. So we'll raid out to Ori. It's been a while. I think I did raid her recently, but it was a raid and dash, so I want to give Origami Girl a proper raid. Underscore, right? Underscore. No underscore. Never mind, my bad. No underscore. Yeah. There's that. Let me get the raid message up. There's that if you subbed, and yeah, no problem. Sorry I went on that huge school bed rant, which is not exactly what the point of the conversation was, but yeah, I guess it was a lot of pent-up frustration that needed venting. I also need to change that transition. Anywho, thank you all for joining me on this illustrious day. Thanks for dropping by, Shovelcat. I hope you all, let me see, will I be back tomorrow? Yeah, I should be back tomorrow. Might be a little later. I'm planning on having one final lunch out with my mom before she heads back to the States, but I do plan to be back for Final Fantasy VII tomorrow. But yes, I hope you have a delicious rest of your nondescript, non-distinct time of day. And until tomorrow then, good night!